Hey everybody, we got our front end alignment. We are back and ready for another episode of This Old Mustang. Today is going to be brief. It's a grudge match. It's been a long simmering grudge match that's been going on since I met Terrence over here and Mustang Brandy behind me, okay? They both have 2014 3.7 liter Mustangs. They both have modifications. We got a Diablo tune over here. We got a Street Mafia tune over here. We got a girl that makes the Indy 500 look like a Roman chariot race. Okay? And they're going to race. And stick around, because whoever wins is going to race a 1998 4.6 liter 2-valve SN95 just for fun. So, drivers, take your vehicle. Got an inch on you. Carnage T 3.7 Diablo tune versus Mustang Brandy. Take two. They ran so good, so close. We want to do it one more time. Are you all ready?
We're so close.
You can beep that out.
Suppose that settles it.
Am I still on camera?
Yeah, you're still on camera.
I don't think we have any need for a third run right now.
Nah, that was pretty conclusive.
Let's go down to our cul-de-sac here on Paradise Road and chat with these two extremely...
I think T's getting out of here.
Extremely fast 3.7 liter 6-cylinder Mustang.
Driving it
For the love of God, T, it doesn't have that much horsepower.
Listen, maybe it might be my driving this what it is, but we're not
It's
going to.
an automatic. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. But you won. You won them both, and I'm proud of you.
No, that second one I don't care.
No, he can't count the second one.
I don't count that second
He can't count that second one
one.
because he cheated.
So you're saying we got to do
He cheated.
I won't accept the cheating. I'll accept but driver error. We're going to use that as driver error. That's the excuse I'm going to give. Driver error.
Ryan.
Driver error is the excuse
All right, I'm going to
give.
come right around the corner and
But
get you.
like I said, I mean, if you want, and what are you doing tomorrow?
Okay.
I work till 5.
Come on.
Because I'm off tomorrow.
All right.
You can come back up again.
So we got to do it again. Not tomorrow. I work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. All right. So we got to do this again.
You got to do it again.
Okay.
And he's got the spacer, so I told him stance it, so maybe it won't do that again.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm telling you, like, if you see, before I took off, the car was spinning tire. I never spun tire like that.
These
I
are
haven't
the
even done
two
a burnout
damn
in this car.
fastest 3.7s I've ever seen. There's no way you're going to outrun that. And yet, I don't know. In the meantime, there's an SN95 1998 GT 4.6 liter 2-valve 5-speed close. Help me out. Short there, and a really nice sounding exhaust. You got to go, right?
Yeah, I got to head out.
All right.
So I will see you guys next week.
I won't be here next week.
She won't be here next week, but I'll see you next week.
I'll be in New
And
Orleans.
then you got another opponent.
And then me and her will get something set up again.
I am.
Yeah, we're going to get something set up again,
You
though.
want me to pull
You
up?
ready to go get Ryan?
All ready.
Let's
All right.
do it.
Yep.
Ryan, how are you, man?
What's up, Ryan? I'm Ant.
Two badass races like you couldn't believe. We were shocked. Randy has a 2014 3.7 liter. Have you saw the video?
Seen the video.
Okay. T had the black one, which was a 3.7 liter. The one which I put 20 car lengths on. However, the only thing that changed is he put a Diablo tune in, and either he put a 150 shot of nitrous in the tank and didn't tell anyone, or that Diablo tune is the greatest tune on the planet.
Really?
Because
He cheated. He ran me over.
the second time. But not for nothing, you gotta admit,
No, I messed up on the first one. I
Freddie, you
redlined
can
it.
come over here. You don't have to. Who cares?
Over 20 years.
You don't. Stop hiding in there over there. Come over here. Come here. Come here. I'm talking to you guys. We're making a video.
No, I totally owned the first one. I redlined and I flat faced. That was it. It was done.
All right.
And I did it
This
for
is
first,
Mustang
second,
Brandy,
and second and
this
third.
is Ryan. And anyway, let's take a look at the real star of the show. No, it's true. This is This Old Mustang, and we actually have, even older than mine, This Old Mustang. What is it? Well, I'm very, as Ryan knows, I'm very familiar with this vehicle, having owned a 1998 GT Mustang 5-speed manual transmission with the exact same, practically the exact same modifications you have, except in the end I put a 373 gear in it, and that altered the entire complexion of the car. So, this is a hardtop. Mine was a convertible. Now, the one thing you have that I didn't have, and I think our viewers will notice this right away, is we've got these really nice chrome 5-spoke SVT rims on it. Did they come off a Cobra?
I was told Terminator.
They came off a Terminator. Well, that's nice company. You're driving around with Terminator rims on. All right. I think they're very cool. Mine had the same big, gigantic monster chrome bullets that are on my 3-valve. But these are cool. There is no doubt. Let's come around this side. Now, you guys, I need to talk to the camera. So you know, you have the Fox body, okay? Now, they needed to change. It was getting aged. So they built the SN95, but it's still on a Fox body chassis, okay? All right? And then even after the SN95, and it's still really an SN95, you have the new Edge, which is culminated with the Cobra Terminator, which is a pretty badass car. That's also a Fox body chassis. They didn't change chassis till they went over to Brandy and my car, which are S197s. Okay? So this is an SN95, and you'll notice it's smoothed out. It has that 90s smoothed out look to it. Not a whole lot of action going on with the hood. We do have a little tiny heat extractor there. On mine, I had to make sure I had big old hood scoops, okay? Now, let's take a look at the front end. It is very aerodynamic. I think arguably you could say the front end on this car is more aerodynamic than Brandy's car or my car. The only difference is instead of a little chrome pony emblem, I had a snake on mine. I didn't put it there. The guy before me did, but it still looked cool. Now let's come around this side, okay? And you'll notice you got, again, a little bit more of a 90s style emblem, GT 4.6 liter, okay? Now what is the difference between this 4.6 liter and the very next one that came after it, which was 1999? That was still a 4.63 liter 2-valve, but they stepped up the horsepower to about 260 horse. I was in one that was actually very fast. And then in around 2000, hey you guys, don't be ashamed to comment and call me out, but the Terminator came out around that time, and we're talking a whole different world of hurting there. The Terminator would be a good observation vehicle for Vince's car. Like he could actually stay maybe 5 or 8 car lengths behind and keep an eye on Vince's car. A good running Terminator. Honestly, no, they're very cool. Now, like all Mustangs, or I take that back, Brandy and Johnny's S197, being a 2012, the red one, and a 2014, is a little smooth on the side there. I think mine is too, but Ryan's got the nice cut, the classic Mustang cutout on the fender there. or on the bumper, I'm sorry. Okay. And then coming around the back, this is a nice touch. I didn't have any of this because I had a drop top. Okay. The wing is very appropriate for the overall design of the car. And one thing I did like a lot about this Mustang, from behind, he's got real, true, honest to goodness, tri-bar Mustang taillights. That's fully Mustang right there. Okay, let's see. We got our brake light here. And what size tires you got on the back?
275, 40, 18s.
275, 40, 18s. Okay, on SVT rims. And I guess the fronts are a little less?
255,
255s. Now, can I open it up and take a peek inside? Now, this is where we're getting into a whole different interior. And I have memories of this. Aunt, come on in here. You might even want to sit in here for a second. This has a rounded dash. It comes down and it's rounded. It kind of reminded me when I first bought mine of like a C, not a C1, C2, maybe I think it was a C3 Corvette. They had these big rounded, this look to it. I've driven this car and this darn thing is so tight, it's hard to shift. His interior's in good shape. He's got a lot of stuff in here. You can see Ryan is no angel. All right. But he's got the good Lord looking after him, which is why I guess he didn't get in too much trouble today. Leather interior. Your door, this is in good shape. Mine fell apart. He's got black leather seats in the back. Not a whole lot more to say. Let's pop the hood real quick and take a look at that motor. All right, I give up. I can't remember how to open it. Now I got it. All right, now, clearly you'll notice this doesn't look anything like a 3.7 liter Cyclone 6, nor does it look very much like my 3-valve. However, again, it is a wider block because this still has an overhead cam on each side, but it has 2 valves per cylinder. This is your throttle body right here, and it feeds into an intake manifold, which although it's a nice intake manifold, this doesn't do it justice like it would on a Coyote or especially on mine, where it just looks like runners back and forth. Okay? Ryan has the exact same air filter that I had on my 98. It runs all the way down here, and I was very adamant about this. I wanted the air filter inside the wheel well, because there's nothing in, this is all blocked off. There's cold air in there. The only thing is, be careful going over a puddle because you could suck some fluid up into your air filter, and that's the last thing you want in your motor. But it never happened to me. I'm sure it hasn't happened to Ryan. The other thing that concerned me was, even though this air coming out of here is really cold, that's got a long way to travel to get up to the throttle body. And that's quite a bit of time to heat it up. It's not hot. It's not hot, not like Rich's, but of course that was the middle of the summer. I mean, you could see the sweat dripping off. I mean, it was like 100 degrees out that day. So there it is. 1998, 4.6 liter 3-valve 4.6 liter 2-valve. Another difference between this and these motors is we were still, Ford was still going with cast iron block and heads. Hey Ryan, do you know the brand on the air filter?
I don't.
Okay.
Usually BBK is more.
There's no headers on it, right?
No, just pipes all the way back.
So there's no mufflers on this car.
It's got the pipes and the 80s.
So an M8 is it's like a glass back.
That's all it's got. It's got an H pipe back.
You still got two little cats up front?
No,
So you're catless.
catless.
So you got a more free-flowing exhaust than I even had on my 98. And it's got a nice deep sound to it. Okay. Anything else you want to add, Ron?
No.
Did I move too fast, Brandy? I got to warn you. A 3.7's no joke. And she can drive it pretty damn good. So, this is the matchup. A 2014 3.7 liter Cyclone 6, complete with Hurst short throw, 5-speed short throw
Six.
shifter in it. Huh?
6 speed.
6-speed. 6-speed. She does have long tube headers on it, Ryan. What else is and Borla tack backs, right?
Catted X pipe all the way back.
Yep. And she does have a free-flowing air filter on it. And, you know, in the one video, I don't know if you watch it, Brandon, I kind of said that thing's sitting over the headers, it's kind of hot. But it really does have a lot of room around it. So it's kind of...
I got a shorter one now, too.
You know, you are reading my mind. I was thinking, you know what Brandy needs? She needs a little short ram air one that's going to take it away from those headers. Okay? But then you'd have to go with a new hood that's going to feed that thing and turn it into a wind tunnel. Those were great races with T. I don't know what, I think he put nitrous in the trunk. I swear to God.
I don't know what he did.
Okay. But this should be a very interesting matchup because that stock, and it's a little more than that now, that's 305 horsepower. And our damn V8 here in our GT Mustang, and trust me, I drove it for 3 years, so it was a point of contention for me as well, is 225 horsepower and a healthy 285 foot-pounds of torque. I can't remember what RPM the torque kicks in. Where do you hit?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got 285 foot-pounds of torque, 225 horsepower, which interestingly, here's a little factoid, okay? Let's say you had a 1979 Trans Am with a TA 6.6. That's a Pontiac 400 4-barrel, 6.6 liters, okay? With a Hurst 4-speed. You know how much horsepower that put out? 225 horsepower. So, let's go up to the top of Paradise Road. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
All right, are we ready?
That was neck and neck. She almost ran me
That was
over.
neck and neck.
She came straight towards me. I had to jump back.
I thought Brandy was going to take him. That is one fast 98 GT.
Holy shit.
You just don't know what's going to happen. That wasn't a whole hell of a lot different than Brandy against the Coyote. 2 weeks ago, we took a stock 2012 Coyote and outran a 2016 bolted-on Coyote. The street is a lot different than the track. Thank God Echo's not closing next week or next fall, next season, I should say, because that's where we're going to have to go. The track doesn't lie. Come on, guys. This was a great race. We had Rocket Ryan and his 98 GT and Mustang Brandy and her 2014 Superfast 3.7. And I just think it came out great. Do you guys have anything you want to add as far as your perspective on what it was like? Who was winning? It looked like you had an edge. You had a fender, a half car on her.
About a car.
He had about a car. But when I launched, I almost took him out.
That's what he said.
So I immediately fell back.
What were your front tires not pointing straight?
No, they were.
You just
the back
squiggled.
the
Got
back
squiggly.
end went. The back end went crazy.
What did you launch? How many RPMs?
Probably around 35.4.
Jeez Louise, what happened to the Brandy?
Oh no, that was up. That was up.
Okay.
It's just I dropped it and
That
it
was
went.
a good showing. That was a good showing. She got a fast 3.7.
She does.
And you did a great job, so I'm really proud of you. But if you think that was anything more than half throttle and you were keeping up,
Well,
we
makes
will.
me wanna run
Then I will gladly put 6 car lengths on you.
No, I don't think
All
so.
right. Hey, folks, you heard it here first. Rocket Ryan doesn't think so. You got it.
Because the road was so damn bumpy.
I'll blow your doors off, buddy. All right. Okay, guys, this was. I always say this. Thanks for a hell of a Sunday.
Definitely.
Ryan, it's been a hell of a Sunday.
No problem, man.
We had a lot of fun today. Not a lot of interviewing, but a lot of racing.
I love it.
All right, Brandy. And you won't be with us next Sunday.
I will not. I will be in New Orleans living my best life.
Don't sound like Joel Osteen, please.
I'm going to be having fun. Probably drunk on Bourbon Street, face down, but
Well, fun until you're face down. You'll have fun till your daddy takes your Mustang away.
or somebody takes the drinks away.
All right. Let's call it Sunday, October. What is it? The 16th? 17th. We'll catch you next week,
18th.
people.
We know it's Sunday, that's for sure.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.